A few months ago, I took a leap of faith and I decided to quit my 9 to 5 job. What I want to talk to you about today are the 3 steps that I took to quit my 9 to 5 and how you can do that as well if that is something that you're looking to do. If you're one of those people who feel like they're just sitting in their office right now, working for somebody else, feeling like they're just, passing by, wasting away their life, looking for something more, but don't know how to get there, then you've come to the right place, because I was in the exact same position that you were just a few months ago. And through this 3-step process that I'm going to walk you through, I managed to find a way to finally be able to get the courage to leave my job and start my own business. The first step that I think is the most important step of all is this concept of self-education, right? The first thing that you have to do is identify your goals. So many people currently working in their jobs will sit there and think, oh, I want to be a millionaire. I want to have a successful business. I want to just, quit my job because it's boring and I'm tired of it. But the biggest problem with that is people think that, the grass is greener on the other side, without necessarily realizing that there's a lot of work, a lot of education that has to go into it before being able to actually get to a point where you can quit your job. If tomorrow you just be like, okay, I want to be an entrepreneur, go to your boss and be like, I'm quit, then obviously you're in a place where you now are unemployed, you have no plan of what you want to do next, and you've now lost the one source of income that you had. Because at the end of the day, let's be honest, we all need money to survive. Money is a means of being able to provide value in the life in the format of rent, food, bills, and so many other things, of course. But at the end of the day, we know fundamentally we need money to survive, right? So the first thing that you need to do is go home and identify your goals. What is it that you actually want to achieve with your life? Do you just want to have this life of, I want to work Monday to Friday and then Saturday and Sunday just have a really good time, party, go out with friends, just chill? Do you want to build an enterprise and a legacy and become a multi-millionaire? Do you want to be a professional footballer? Do you want to be a gym trainer? You need to be able to identify, first of all, what you want to do. So me, for example, I said I wanted to go and run an e-commerce store. I realized that my skills lied in this ability of customer service based on the experience I got in my job. I had the ability of product research, order fulfillment, order processing, all the normal type of things that you need in dropshipping, right? So I realized, okay, these are my skills. My goal is that I want to be making 10K profit a month by the end of 2023. And so I had an action plan, right? The first thing was I self-educated myself, understood how business works, understood how entrepreneurship works, and realized, okay, I need to do A, B, C, and D in order to be able to actually quit my job and be able to run my own business. Let me clarify one thing, right? By no means am I like this end product. Like, I'm not sitting here and telling you I'm this massive success or like I'm a millionaire or anything like that, right? I am still on this journey to grow and learn, but I can tell you right now, I have taken that decision of quitting my 9 to 5 job, which was really, really scary. And so I'm just sharing that with you. Whether you want to take that on or not is completely up to you. But if it is interesting to you, amazing, and do like and subscribe. Anyway, so like I said, the first step is self-educate. The second step is taking action. And arguably what you could say is the most important thing of all, right? Take action. It's easy to educate yourself. It's easy to go and watch a bunch of YouTube videos about how to do this and how to do that. It's easy to go and buy a course and follow instructions on a course. But at the end of the day, if you're not going to take action, if you're not going to do something, then all these other things, like, there's just no point. Every single successful entrepreneur will tell you the most important thing you can do is take action. Because at the end of the day, the biggest way you can learn something is by doing it, adapting, and learning from what you have already done. Start something every day. So if, for example, like in my case, if I realized, okay, I'm interested in e-commerce, I think I have the tools to be able to become a good dropshipper. So what I did was I went home, did some research, and I opened up a dropshipping store. Straight away opened up a dropshipping store, started uploading products every single day, and realized, okay, maybe I can do this. Every day after work, I would go home, 2 hours a day, 7 days a week, I would work on my business. Work on it. Believe me, I started this in December. We are now in May, right? It took me forever to see any progress. You're not going to see progress at the start. The biggest progress at the beginning of taking action is that intangible progress of actually being able to train your mind to be able to be disciplined to do things when you don't want to be able to do them. It's very easy for anybody to take action. What is hard is for somebody to take action continuously when they don't want to do it. So now we've identified step 1, self-educate yourself, learn what you think you're good at, identify your goals. Step 2, take action, implement it every single day. Step 3, which in my opinion is the hardest one of all. A lot of people will say, step 3 is make money or make connection. But for me, I think step 3 is quit your job. It is really, really, really hard to actually have the balls to be like, okay, I am going to take that leap of faith and quit my job. It's easy to take action. It's easy to self-educate yourself compared to the action of quitting your job, because now what you're doing, you're training your mind to accept that this job that you think is a safety blanket is not actually a safety blanket. And in order to actually spread your wings and unleash your true potential, you need to be able to take risks. And the biggest risk you can take is quitting your job where you think you have this perceived level of security, right? But once you quit your job, you have now got to a point where you are able to flourish and go all in on your business. I'm not telling you to quit your job right now. I'm telling you do step 1, step 2, get to a point where you're confident that you can build systems to start generating yourself good income. Some people may feel like they need to make £1,000 a month. Some people think they may need to replace their income. At the end of the day, you just have to get to a point where you're making more than you're spending on a day-to-day basis. So if that means cutting down on your day-to-day expenses as opposed to generating more income in the short term, do it. But the main thing you need to do is quit your job. Because until you train your mind to realize that you now have no safety blanket and your business is everything, until you get to that point, you haven't truly started this journey of becoming an entrepreneur to making it to what you need to. So in conclusion, what I would say to somebody if they want to quit their 9 to 5 is self-educate, learn what you want to achieve. Step 2, take action every single day, take action. Then once you feel like you've got to a point where you have a solid level of education, some solid foundations, quit your job. Take the leap of faith. It's easy to sit there and tell your friend you're going to quit. It's easy to go to your office and complain all day about how crappy your job is and how you're going to quit. But actually doing that thing of quitting your job is the hardest thing you will ever be able to do from these 3 things. But if you do it, I promise you, everything else after will be so much easier. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching.